Welcome back to Thistle Hill Farmstead. My name's Todd, and today we're going to continue some work on our little EZGO golf cart. My son-in-law also has a golf cart, and he recently replaced the windshield on his because it was cracked. And we don't have a windshield on this one, and I thought, hey, why not use it even though it's cracked? So he gave it to me, and we're going to put it on here because this is kind of a farm buggy, and it's a cracked windshield, it's okay. And a lot of times we don't really need a windshield on this buggy, but sometimes when we're out and it's raining and you're driving, the rain comes right through the front and will just soak you. It's not too often that we drive in the rain, but sometimes we have to get out and deal with the cows, the chickens, or whatever in the rain, and the windshield would really help out, cracked or not. So I've got the kit we're going to put it on today, so come along with us. Here's the windshield, and it's just a piece of plexiglass, and you can see right here that there's a crack right there. It's not really bad, it's just down toward the bottom, but I think what I'll do to try to stabilize that is I'll dig around in my hardware bucket and see if I can find like a little piece of metal or something that I can span that crack and just put some screws in and kind of reinforce it so it won't crack any further, and I think we'll be just fine. So let's do that. Let's see what we can find in the old hardware bin and see if we can reinforce that a little bit before we install it. So here's one of my little hardware bins. Let's see what I can find in here, if there's anything. Oh, let's see what's in here. Just some hinges. Hey, that might work if it didn't have that little L shape on it. But what I'm looking for, and that's got a little groove in it. This would maybe I can do something with one of these. I'd like to have just a straight piece with two holes in it that I can put on. I don't know what I saved these from, but I got a lot of them. And a lot of these. Now this is a mounting bracket for like a paper towel or a toilet paper holder, but that might work. I just need something to span. I prefer that it be flat though. I don't really see much in there. Let's keep digging. Yeah. Here we go. Something like that might work. Now this is my electrical box or drawer, and you see these are little pieces that go into a box, and then you have the center threads for mounting an overhead fixture light. Like, see, here's the little threaded piece that goes in there. Then you put your light fixture on that. Those might work. Keep that in mind. Bolts. Yeah. Don't know if I'll be able to find anything or not. Yeah, I really don't see anything else that might work in any of my other things. So maybe what I'll do is take one of these and just flatten it out. It should be easy to take a hammer, flatten that out, drill a couple holes in it, or I could just take this and cut this little piece here off and use it. I don't know which one would be easier to do, or just use one of these. Hey, now this one might work. Look at that. Yeah, let me just see if I can flatten that one out. That might work nicely. Hey, and I have two of these, so maybe I'll go with that. That way there's not going to be as much flattening and bending and drilling. And can we even see those? Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. So these two pieces here, so I'll probably just try to flatten those out. They already have the holes in them, or I could just flip them like this and use them, but I'll flatten them out and then we can use these to span that crack in the windshield and put a couple of small screws in it, and then we should be good to go. Let's turn this boy around just like that, and then we can take this. Just flatten it out a bit. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's nice and flat, and so we can use that. Let's do the next one. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely. All right, let's see if we can find some screws to go through here. Nails, machine screws. I need some shorter ones. Okay, I think these may work. Let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that. Let's see if this will go through the hole in this little thing. Hey, look at that, right through there. So do we have 2 of them? Yeah, I think that'll work fine. If they're long enough. I need to go over and see if they're going to be long. I think so. I think they'll be long enough, because I don't want them too long, but I believe that will work. So now I'm back out here where the windshield is, and you can see the crack. So what I can do is take this and just span it across there. You know, I might actually drill some other holes, because that's pretty close to that crack. And then we have one up here, which I don't think is really bad, but I could put one there too. Yeah, maybe not too bad. We'll try that and see how that works. Let me see if these are going to be long enough to go through, and then have the other side. Yeah, I think they will. If you can see that, it'll be just enough room to get the nut on, and really that's all I need, or all I want. I don't want it to stick out a long way on the other side. So let's get some light on the situation here, and we'll see if we can drill some holes for those. Let's see, I got my Sharpie here. Let me see if I can mark these. Put that right in the middle there. Okay, let's see if I can drill some holes in there without breaking this thing any further. Okay, that looks good. Let me stick a screw through there now and just see if that's going to work. Oh, perfect, perfect. Let me see if I can hold this and start this other. Okay. Probably should have come back away from the edge a little more with that one. but I've already started, so we'll just keep going. All right, that looks pretty good. So let's put this little thing through there like that. And this one through there like that. Awesome. And then I'll put the nuts on the other side. What did I do with the nuts? I think I left them in there in my room. So I found my nuts. Let's see. I'm going to put this other piece on the back side. Are those screws going to be long enough? Oh boy, just barely, I think. Let's see if I can get a nut on there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That might do just fine. Up. Whoa, that thing took off. Man, old fumble fingers here, can't get it. Let's see, that's kind of tight quarters in there. There we go. All right, let me get a little wrench and a screwdriver and we will tighten that bad boy up. I think what I'll do is put a little Loctite on here also, just to kind of keep those from coming off. So I'm going to take these back off. I've got some blue Loctite. So I'm just going to put a little dab on here. Ooh, that's a big dab. Guess you can't put a little dab with this. And now I'm going to put my other bracket back on. I can tell right now I'm going to have Loctite all over my fingers. There we go. Not too bad. And take my little ratchet. Those wound up being a 9mm. Oops, maybe I'm not going to take my ratchet. Let me get a, because this windshield is angled on the back side. Let me get a little 9mm wrench. I'm back with my 9mm wrench, and we'll put a little tight on this here. And hopefully this will just reinforce this a bit and keep it from cracking any further. And again, I'm not really concerned about it being pretty. Well, that's turning, so maybe that's not a 9mm. What's the deal there? Oh, there we go. I guess that box end was not right on it. All right. I think that's good. Little Frankenstein-ish, but it'll work. Here's the hardware that attaches the windshield to the buggy. These two pieces here, you can see on the end that they have a slot. This goes, the windshield actually slides in here, and then these pieces slide on to the bar of the buggy. Not here, but in the front. So when I bought these, you have to measure your the size of your uprights and buy the correct one for that. And then these little pieces, I believe, go on the bottom of the windshield just to kind of keep it from rubbing your paint. And then these pieces go in the upper part of the windshield so that when you fold it up, you can lock it around the upright. And again, the windshield goes into this section, and then the upright would slide into this. And then you have a couple of screws that go through the upright that then this piece just kind of sits on. And these, you can buy these as a set. They come with like little rubber grommets, but I just, again, went through my nuts and bolt drawer and found these and kind of cobbled them together, and we'll use those. So let's see if we can get it together. So here we are close up. I'm going to slide my screw through, and then I'm going to put a little blue Loctite on here just so that this thing doesn't vibrate loose, because it bumps all over the place in the farm here. And then I've got that little acorn style nut to go on, and then we'll tighten it up. All right, that looks nice. And this one I'm going to try just to use the cap head. So now we're going to try to put, I'm going to try to put this little piece on. It's the piece that slides onto the windshield and then snaps around the uprights on the buggy. So let's see if we can do it. I've got some just soapy stuff here to try to help get this to slide on. See if it helps any. This has got to go this way. Yeah. So let's see. Doesn't want to go on there. Maybe if I slide it from the end. Let's try it this way. Oh, that does better. Well, did for a while. Whew. Can hurt your fingers. Got my rubber mallet here. I can do this without breaking anything. Okay, there we go. That's one on. Let me flip it over and we'll do the other side. Go this way. I think it's time for the mallet. All right, she's on there. Let me show you the end of it here. You see those little like teeth things there. They're rubber, so that's why it was so hard to get on there. Now let's see if we can put the bottom pieces on that are supposed to keep it from setting on the paint, and then we'll lift the window and put it on. I'm really not sure where the best place for these things to go. They slide on the window. Maybe I'll set the window up on the buggy and then see where it touches or where it might touch, and then I can kind of figure out where these things go. Whether they'll just slide on here, or where. So let's set the window up onto the buggy and see. You know, it actually might be high enough once it sits on those little pegs that it doesn't touch the hood. I'm not sure. Looks like it's too wide for this buggy, the windshield. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but the windshield is actually too wide for the buggy. See there how much it sticks out on this side. I've got that side on the rail, and this side is kind of a little too wide. Well, the window was free. It's got a crack in it already. So I say we go ahead and try to cut this side over here and see if we can make it fit. You know, what can happen? The worst thing that can happen is that we break it. And then we would have to actually buy a windshield that fits. So let me mark here on this side and see if we can figure out how to make it fit, cut it and make it fit. So let me mark here first and see how much I need to take off. Okay, it's there. And then I will actually around that corner there, hopefully. We'll see if we can. And then come up. Let me see if I can pull this piece back off, and then I can try to mark it a little easier. Let's see how easy this comes off. Hopefully it comes off easier than it went on. Okay, there we go. I'm going to get a clamp and just clamp that other side up without pushing it all the way on. Well, I may be able to push it up. Nah, it's hitting down here, so I can't push it on and mark it very easily. So let me get a clamp just to hold it up there. Okay, at least it won't fall off now while I'm trying to mark the line. Actually, I may go ahead and cut this piece here, and then that way it will let the glass go back, and then I can get a cleaner line drawn there. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to cut that. I'm thinking maybe use the Dremel and try it that way. So let's get the Dremel out and see what happens. Okay, I have my Dremel. I think I'm going to try to do this while it's here and locked up onto the buggy. Let me put you on the other side where you can get a better view of me trying to cut this thing. There we go. That worked pretty good. So let me push it back against that upright now, and we can see if we should be able to mark it now more accurately. That worked pretty good. See that line that I drew there? I'm sure I wasn't in frame. Let me back out. All right, I've got the line drawn on there now. So let's take it back off, and then I'll cut it to fit. So you can see the line there now. And what I've got to do is basically mimic this outline here so that when I put the other piece on, it will fit. I've got a piece of cardboard, and what I'm going to do is trace this cutout here. So I'm going to line it up to the top like that. And then I'm just going to trace this little cutout here. Got a little bit of stuff on the edge there. Now, this line I drew to the interior of where the post was. So that's this line here. So that means I would put this like this. And then where this is where I need to leave enough sticking out to actually hold the bracket that's going to hold it on. So I think what I'll do, need to make sure that that's straight. So let me draw. Maybe it's better if I draw the whole thing, and then I can line it up a little better. So let's do that. Let's draw the whole thing. Okay, and then if I line that up like that, there we go, that looks good. Then I want to cut, I go right here. Okay, that's going to do it. Get a little closer. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, let's get the Dremel and get the Dremel in. That's going pretty good. That stuff just melts, so I have to kind of let it cool. As you can tell, it's just kind of bogging down the Dremel. And so let me keep going. All right, I got it cut with a little pieces of plastic in my face. Probably should have had a full face shield on doing that, but yeah, that's not too bad. Let me get a file, and then I'll kind of just knock off those plasticky pieces. Okay. That's pretty good. That black piece is going to go over that anyway. So it's not a big deal that it's not the smoothest thing in the world. Let's see if we can cut out this little piece here now. I switched tools on my Dremel, so now I've got this little sanding disc, and we'll clean those edges up a bit. Well, let's see if we can get that other piece on there, like the mounting rail, and then we'll see if it fits. We'll try it again. Voila! All right, let's see if we can get it on there. See if it fits this time. All right, it's on there. What do I do with that other little rubber thing? Do you guys see it anywhere? I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. Ah, there it is. think it needs a little more customization here. I think what I'll do is where these holes are here is cut those a little bigger so that this will slide up in there and sit on the frame instead of sitting sideways like that. That's just going to fall out, I can see already. So what I'm going to try to do now is to cut these holes here a little bigger so that this will slide in like this. Doesn't need to be much bigger. I just need to take a little bit off of here. I'll do that with the Dremel also. I'll need to put my cutting blade back on. Okay. So I found this blade in my Dremel kit. I don't know whether this one's going to do better. It's like a little augering blade, I think. We'll see how that does. Because I really just want to widen this out a bit. So let's see. And I just need it wide enough. Put this in the middle here. So I only really want it like to here, to here. All right, let's see if we can make that happen. Don't know how this thing's gonna react, but we'll try it. Closer for the action. There we go. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Let's see. Okay, there's one. One down, one to go. I'm gonna flip it over now. Let's do this next one here. Whew. Looks like I got the technique down a little better on that second one. All right, let's see if we can put it back up there now and see what happens. Whoa. Well, it's on there now. That looks pretty good. Unfortunately, I just noticed that the repair work we did earlier here has already kind of busted out, you know, up here. So I guess, you know, all the twisting and pushing and getting it on and off, I stressed it too much and it broke it. But that's the way it is. We'll see if it stays on there like that. Otherwise, like I said, the windshield was free, so we're not losing anything. And we'll see if how it does. If it keeps cracking up the middle, then obviously we'll have to replace it. And this thing does twist and turn and bend a lot as we're going through the field. So I'm not quite sure how this thing's gonna hold up anyway, but let me clean it up and we'll see what it looks like. So just remember, we got two more pieces that go on the windshield that allow you to put that upper part up and lock it. Let me put those on. That's these pieces right here. Well, there it is, crack and all. Let's take her out for a spin and see what kind of difference it makes. Well, that's it. Putting the windshield on our EZGO golf cart wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be, but we made it work. You know, sometimes you just kind of gotta work with things and modify to make them work. But we did it. We got it on there. It does have a crack in it. And so what I think I'll do is we'll run this for a while because like I said, we've had this golf cart forever and it's never had a windshield on it. So we don't know what it's like to have a windshield. And really it only comes into play if we're out in the rain and you're going through the rain. Obviously the rain's coming on you and soaking you. So we'll run this one for a while, even with the crack in it. And if it works, great, it works. But if we find we really like it, then maybe I'll look at just purchasing a new window now that I've got all the hardware to put it in, and then replace that one with the crack. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you like this video, press the like button. It really helps the channel out a lot. It drives those YouTube algorithms to send people to us. I like that because we want to grow the channel. Thanks again for watching. And if you like these kind of videos, like I said, just regular farm, doing work around the farm videos, please remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and ring that bell notification so that anytime we post a new video, you'll get notified. Thanks for watching. See you next time.